I got 2 bars. I got feng shui engine. This is a comeback V trigger. If I can find the openings, and I sure can, I might be able to kill right here. And I do one more hit. EXDP, not quite enough. But the throw, I think he woke up buttons right there. Street Fighter 6 isn't going to be out for 2 more months, but I was lucky enough to get a chance to play it this past weekend in a competitive environment, as I was invited out by Intel to play in their Street Fighter 6 Invitational at PAX East. I got the invite. I was super excited to play the game. I haven't played a match of Street Fighter 6 since the second beta back in December, so it's been more than 3 months now actually. And I flew over to Boston, Massachusetts with 7 other amazing players. We got Idom, Nuckledu, Punk, 801 Strider, me, Toy, JB, and Alex Myers. You really couldn't ask for a much better lineup than this to show off Street Fighter 6 and see what it's all about at a high level once the game comes out. So we got the players and we could play for pride, but what are the stakes exactly? Well, the first place prize was not too shabby. This Razer Blade 16 laptop valued at about $3,000. So pretty nice first place prize. And so now we've got pretty much everything we need to make a great tournament. We've got a hype new fresh game in Street Fighter 6, a bunch of top players from Street Fighter 5, a pretty solid first place prize. All we need is a format to declare the winner in the end. The way it works is the 8 players that we just saw are split up into 2 groups of 4, and no one in the group stage actually gets eliminated, but it is for seeding, and the top 2 seeds in each group are in winners and the bottom 2 seeds in each group are in losers for the final playoff bracket, at which point is just a double elimination bracket. But if you were the bottom 4, you only have 1 more chance, since you are going to be in the losers bracket from the start. The first group, Alex Myers, Idom, Punk, and Toy. And then the second group, Nuckledu, JB, Strider, and me. So as you can see, 801 Strider is my first opponent in the tournament. He was a great player in Street Fighter 4, one of the top, if not the best able players in that game, qualifying for Capcom Cup and getting second place at CEO, and in Street Fighter 5 qualifying for Capcom Cup at least 2 times, maybe 3 or 4 actually, with Laura and then with G. So you know that he is going to be one of those players that can just learn any game if he puts his mind to it, which it seems like he will in Street Fighter 6. And the character that he's decided to go with is Kimberly. She's kind of a get in there pressure type character with some mix-ups with her spray can, and his pressure was definitely getting to me. You can see me dashing kind of out of frustration, a little bit also because I hadn't played the game in a while and I was just trying to get the feel for it once again. And he ends up taking the first round in a match that I honestly was expecting to win pretty easily, because I hadn't actually seen much footage of Strider from any of the betas or run into him at all. So I assumed he hadn't put much time into the game during the betas, but here he was just absolutely destroying me in this game. I instantly got pushed into the corner. His drive rushes were keeping me cornered as well, keeping me locked down. And now he has 3 bars at the bottom. He can cash out for super, just misses it right there, but any hit is going to do it right here. And I have just not been able to get anything started. We're just going to trade a couple more times here in the end, and that's going to be the first game to Strider. And I really need to just get something going in order to find myself back into the match. So I took a little bit of time to think. I need to somehow get the initiative going. You see me throw out the fireball there, I get a hit, and it's my turn to drive rush in this time. I was a little bit economical, I would say, with my resources in the first game. I didn't really spend my drive rushes that willingly, but now I'm realizing I need to really spend that drive meter if I want to go in there. If you don't know, drive meter is that bar at the top. You have to spend 3 of them, which is half for the drive rush off a button, or just 1 of them for a parry into drive rush in neutral. And they are really good tools in neutral to just get your offense going and get started. And if you did notice, Strider did get put into burnout, which is what happens when you use all of your drive gauge. You are in a state called burnout, where you do not have access to any of your drive gauge moves, which include your drive rush, also your drive impact, also your drive parry. So you are very limited as he is right here, but he does have the life lead and the corner. But if I can find myself out of the corner, maybe I can get something started. Maybe I can make the comeback. And here I drive rush. I think I went for the overhead there, but I just mashed the medium kick, and any feng shui combo might kill right here. And the drive impact, he couldn't really do anything except react with super, which is extremely hard to do, and I end up winning off of that drive impact because he was burned out. And now I think it comes down to whether he can adjust to my new, more offensive, I would say, play style with the extra drive rushes and the fireballs coming out. I think I was playing a little bit back in the first game, and I'm a lot more comfortable now after winning a game. He does find the counter hit. It's kind of a crush counter effect on the punish counter on some moves that you get on the whiff punish. Strider's footsies and neutral have always been really good. He tried to punish there, but he didn't realize that I could cancel the stock into another stock if I had two stored up. He throws out the bomb for a mix-up, but I get him to the corner by a stroke of luck, and if I can make this corner count, then I will win the game. Throw loops are a thing in the game. I went for a shimmy, trying to bait the throw. Didn't confirm into a combo, but a punish on the slide. Not sure if he meant to do that slide there or tried to run perhaps, but this puts me on match point. Not the most high stakes match of the tournament, probably actually the least high stakes match, because all that matters is you get top 2 in your group to start in winners of the playoff stage. But for momentum, it's very important to get a feel of the game and make sure you feel confident for the rest of the tournament. He's starting to get in here right here with his crouch medium kick pressure. I believe that's Kimberly's only medium button that is plus, and I decide to cash out right here. It's not going to kill, but in this game, when you are at a pixel, it's very hard to make a comeback. And I just need one more hit. I throw out an EX Fireball, and somehow my EX DP hits. I thought he actually baited me, but I end up taking it. We get a nice little fist bump. And with that win in winners finals of our group, we do have to play Nuckledu. This is a player that won Capcom Cup the very first year of Street Fighter V, so you know he is very good at learning games quickly and finding the cheap stuff. It definitely wasn't going to be easy to take a Capcom Cup champion down, especially because a lot of players were saying that Guile was the most broken, the cheapest character in the beta because of his long range normals and his sonic boom pressure. Especially the fact that sonic booms do drive gauge damage in this game, as do all other projectiles. But of course, Guile does have the best one. That's just the character that he is. But I did have some idea of what I wanted to do in this match. I wanted to parry his buttons first, and then also get the stocks, because with the stocks, as I got in the beginning, I get this combo that does a lot of damage. You could see one combo basically did all that damage right there, at least the majority of it. And now I just need one more good hit at the end of this to close it out. And right now he is burned out actually, so if I can find a drive impact while he's in the corner, yeah, he cannot do anything about that unless he does a super against it or jumps out against it, but he was pretty much stuck there at that moment. And now I have 2 super meters here, but my plan again is to get those stocks up. I have 2 stocks right there. I think I tried to parry, which is why he got that punish counter throw. But look at that damage. When I do get the stocks, it costs 2 EX meters, but during the super, I think it does start to build up it again. So ending the combo with that level 1 helps a lot. I decided to go into burnout because look at the damage. Even if I don't close it out right here, I'm probably not in much danger of dying, and I don't really care about taking a flash kick right there. I had so much life. I take the first game. And now I was really feeling that. I was feeling very confident because that was just a clean first game I took, and all of the buttons I am doing are working. I baited out his EX flash kick. Very bad to get a flash kick baited in this game because first you lose 2 EX or 2 drive gauge bars from doing the EX, and then you lose another drive gauge bar when you get punished countered. and a perfect KO. That light kick buffer after the stand heavy kick, also something that was giving Do a lot of trouble, because while my stand heavy kick is minus, it leaves her at such a range that Guile is not able to press any good button to really challenge the light kick. Unless he presses a jab, then he can beat it. But if he presses like a heavy attack at that range, which would be the only thing that really makes sense, he's not going to beat that light kick buffer. And now he's going to try and zone me out, but I do have the stocks, as is my strategy. I'm just trying to find my opportunity to get a good hit in. Here it is. I tried to dive kick over a fireball, but actually just hit a heavy kick. And now I just need a good sequence right here. Feng Shui engine into the overhead, into a combo. I went into an EX DP. I'm almost burned out right here. I am burned out. I'm so close to dying. And my heavy kick actually beats his crouch heavy punch anti-air. He was a little bit too late, a little bit of deja vu, and into a pretty nice transition actually from the cameraman. And so that was day number 2. Took a nice break, ate a nice dinner, came back for day number 3 for the playoffs, and my first match was Idom. And if his name doesn't scare you, it's because you don't know who he is. Because just like Nuckledu, he is a Capcom Cup champion. He won Capcom Cup 2019 against Punk with a crazy combo to finish it off. Kind of a broken combo if you ask me. And in the last 2 years basically of Street Fighter V, he has been absolutely dominating. Here he is in the EVO Grand Finals, EVO being the largest fighting game tournament in the world. And we are actually playing a mirror match. The only mirror match I believe of the whole event actually, because everyone else played a different character. The only character that wasn't represented actually was the most basic character, Ryu. But great minds think alike. Here we are both on Juri, definitely just for gameplay purposes. And with a drive rush overhead there to start out, and the drive rushes are just coming out full force right now. I'm already building my drive gauge back, so all those regular drive rushes, the parry into drive rush, they spend so little gauge that you can kind of just throw them out here, at least in this build of the game. They're very hard to stop, and the reward on them is extremely good because of the extra plus frames you get on buttons. Buttons that are normally plus, you get plus 4 frames of advantage, so you get a lot more off of it. But Idom is just kind of chipping away at me. I have a chance right here. He is burned out. I have Feng Shui engine, but actually he was airborne. I had no idea he was airborne. And right here, somehow my EX Dragon Punch, my EX flip, which is supposed to be invincible, supposed to be the anti-air, it loses to an air attack. So I just, that's kind of Street Fighter's way of telling you you're not meant to win this set. Perhaps maybe this is not the set for you, but you can't just accept that fate. You gotta still fight. And here I am trying to get in there, throw an EX fireball, looking to anti-air a jump, but actually the trajectory he was going at was so good to counter that. Not sure if he did it on purpose or not, but I bust out a drive impact, but I missed my combo, and I think that drop combo might cost me the game. He could have supered like 5 times there, but he does miss it. He's trying to get his drive gauge back. I can't really chase him too much. But because I don't chase him, he does get his drive gauge back. I try and scare him with my Feng Shui engine, and actually I am able to close it out here with a stand medium kick, stand heavy punch into DP. Feng Shui engine combos actually do look a lot cooler than I think they actually are in terms of like how hard they are to do. I basically only know one combo mid screen and then one combo in the corner. So it's very simple actually, the way that I'm currently using it. There's definitely going to be ways to optimize it in the future, but it's not as hard as it looks, trust me. Now I've got 2 stocks right here. So Idom just does a super, but I wasn't sure if I could just punish without doing a drive rush, so I just wanted to dash in there, get the crush counter, basically heavy kick into the DP, and then a throw, and it's looking good for me. Even though I got scammed, absolutely scammed by Street Fighter the first game, or the first round, I was able to take the game. But moving forward, I think Idom starts to find his groove. He does miss a charge right there, and I'm able to get the punish counter. He baits my DP, and this might be where the momentum moves south. I missed the punish on that drive impact, and it's looking downhill from here. I try and bust out. He gets a throw tech, and I'm at such a big life deficit, but I can make something happen. He's very close to burning out actually right here. I have one super, I have one more stock, but that's probably going to kill with the super. Oh, he dropped it, but the fireball actually does kill. And I was getting very impatient at the way that Idom was playing. He was playing so good defensively once he was burned out, because even though his strategy basically was to spend as many drive rushes as possible to get offense started, to get the life lead, and as a result he was burning out a lot. But because he was running away so effectively, I was actually taking more damage while he was burned out, and just getting too impatient as a result. An overhead from him, and he actually has a CA to close it out on the next hit pretty much, and the shimmy into the CA, that's going to do it for the second game. I definitely did not need to tech there, but there are throw loops in this game, so it's a little bit scary either way you cut it. And it's still best of 3, a 2 out of 3 set. This game is very important because it decides who makes it into winners finals or who has to fight through a gauntlet in the losers bracket. And I did not want to fight in losers, but Idom also did not want to fight in losers for that nice laptop. It's a tick throw against me, and the corner is so scary in this game because of those throw loops, because of the pressure, because of the drive impact that wall splats you in the corner. There's so many things to be aware of, so many resources that you have to be focused on. I still have a little bit of drive gauge right here, but I put myself into the corner. But I actually do get a punish, but I could have gotten a bigger punish. I could have killed there actually, and I burned myself out. And he's got 2 bars of super. He spends 1. I am burned out. He's also burned out. Who's going to actually be able to do it right here? I dash up. I do a heavy kick. And sometimes you just gotta appreciate when your opponent does a good play, because there he is with a raw super to counter the stand heavy kick I just did, putting him at match point. And immediately he gets his offense started. Drive rushes right in there. I try and get a nice whiff punish there into some offense. I drive rush in, punish counter throw. That's a great start to this round. I feng shui engine. I didn't want to spend 3 bars. I wanted to save a little bit of meter for the last round, but at least this should let me close out this round if I play it smart. But I'm so close to dying actually. Maybe I should have spent the 3 bar super. Maybe I shouldn't have spent all of my drive gauge on EX fireballs trying to chase him down. Maybe I shouldn't have woken up with another super right there. Idom called out all of my impatience there at the end. And one thing I like about this game is that the comebacks are mostly because of you, because of the decisions you make. If you make the bad decisions, your opponent can come back. If you waste all of your drive gauge, your opponent has the opportunity to come back. And because of that, I was in the losers bracket. In order to win the tournament, I would have to win 1, 2, 3 sets just to get into grand finals, after which I would have to beat the player in the winner side of the bracket 2 times in 2 sets. And that was just looking like a pretty tough road, but 1 match at a time. My first match in this losers bracket was JB. JB has been one of the best players on the West Coast ever since he moved here. He was originally from New York, played at next level battle circuit. I mean, he's gotten a bunch of great wins over the years. He qualified for Capcom Cup in, I think, 2019. He also beat Daigo that same year, I'm pretty sure. But that wasn't going to stop me from trying to win all of my matches. After getting my stocks, I went into that EX combo into the perfect KO for the first round. A great start for me in this match in losers bracket. But he's not gonna let me go too easy. Finds a confirm with his stand heavy kick. Interrupts my drive rush with a medium kick. I think those buffers in neutral to stop drive rushes are going to be pretty good, because the best ways to stop it right now, it seems like, except for straight reacting to it, which seems pretty hard, are those buffered buttons or fireballs to beat those drive rushes. Now JB is at level 4. He has access to enhanced special moves. Before level 4, each drink just gives him like an extra special. His level 1 drink, I believe, gives him a dive kick. His level 2 gives him a floor spinning move that goes through projectiles. His level 3 gives him a command grab, and his level 4 is basically like a power up. And right now I'm at a life deficit. He is all powered up, but if I find a good hit, you know, that EX combo goes kind of hard. DP right there. I just need one more hit. Can I get the overhead? I think I go for overhead right here. I would. Oh! Need one more hit. Oh no, the drive rush. I went for a jab. I could have gone for something that did a little bit more damage, but at least this round starts off okay. But now I'm in the corner. This might not be so good. He's got 2 drinks. Ooh. I've got 1 stock. I've got 2 bar super. I go into the feng shui engine. He goes for the drive reversal. It does cost 2 drive gauges there, though, so it's not entirely bad, and it is punishable, so that one was misplaced. And I just need a little bit more damage right here. Just one more good hit. A DP would definitely close it out right here. He doesn't decide to do it. So I just need one more hit, and the crouch medium kick actually closes it out. And we go into the second game. I have the lead at least, so it's not too scary that I'm in the losers bracket with the lead. I've got 2 games to work with, but you know, it's still my tournament life on the line against Jaime with 3 drinks right now. He's got that command grab, as I said before. And ooh, he gets right in there. Look at that damage. Pretty nice on that for no meter. That does combo closer, but I think it was just a little bit too far, and that's going to be death for me. And then we go into the second round of this game. I do really want to close it out this game. I don't want to go to a 1-1 scenario in this round so early in the bracket. I've got a lot of matches to get through if I want to win this tournament, and I just don't react to the drive impact. That's something you have to be ready for in this game, and you can see why the corner is so scary. You saw how much life I lost just by being in the corner for a little bit, but I mean, the tables have turned. I just need one more good sequence right here to do it. And I put myself in the corner again. The drive reversal into the drive impact. I missed the drive impact back, and it's all tied up because I missed 2 reactions with the drive impact. So I was just telling myself I need to just get those reactions up. When he drives impact, I drive impact back. You know, sometimes the most simple adjustments can be all you need. You don't want to fill your head up with too much. But it was not starting out too great for me in this game. He's got a lot of damage off the palm. Oh my god, I have so little life left. Can I make this comeback somehow when he is the most enhanced version of Jaime? And nah, he's gonna get this round on a perfect KO. I'm so far away from grand finals at this point. Is it even possible for me to make it all the way back? But I'm still fighting. I got a stock, throw out the fireball, drive rush in, ooh, throw, got another one, bait the DP, go for the EX. I didn't realize I didn't have another stock, but now I just need one more good hit. I can back off, play a little patient, but actually I probably shouldn't have played too patient because that allowed him to get that level 4 drink. He chases me down with the breakdance special move, but I still just need one good hit. As I said before, I have 4 drive gauge bars. He's slowly building his back though. Need one more hit. And I tried a medium kick, but a store came out You know, sometimes stuff happens and you get a little bit lucky. And a nice whiff punish. That's a great start to the round. Feng Shui engine takes a little bit of drive gauge off of him, pushes him to the corner. Overhead plus frames into some more damage. The one corner combo I know. Didn't want to get back there in the corner, so I went for the risk. And then the EX DP, that did a lot of damage. I'm not gonna lie, and that means I move on to the final day, the final portion of the bracket. The top 4 was set Punk and Idom in the winners final, and me and Nuckledu in a run back from the group stage in the losers semifinal. This wasn't a match I was super looking forward to because I felt like Nuckledu was slowly figuring it out the more we played, and from the start he was zoning me out a lot better, drive rushing in behind that sonic boom, and even that sonic boom I couldn't fully get a jump over. I had to bust out with the DP to stop the bleed. Just get a little bit started. Crouch fierce, crouch medium kick. Look at how much life I've just lost. I don't actually understand why I got punish countered there. I let go of the parry, but I think I was blocking after that. But I still got punish countered. Sonic boom into the blade, and that was just a clean round. And I was thinking, man, I'm not really sure what I can really do except jump over a sonic boom, but I stuck to my strategy. I need to get those stocks, need to make sure that once I do find the damage, or once I do find the opening, I can do the damage. But right there I tried to do a Street Fighter 5 combo. It did not work, obviously, because this is Street Fighter 6, and now I'm very low in drive gauge. It's looking like this is not my round, but I got 2 bars. I got Feng Shui engine. This is a comeback V trigger. If I can find the openings, and I sure can, I might be able to kill right here. And I do one more hit. EX DP, not quite enough. But the throw, I think he woke up buttons right there. And I do somehow make the full comeback with that Feng Shui engine. Maybe one of my best rounds from the event. I'm not gonna lie, that was just a clean round overall. And he actually finds a jump out over the fireball. A lot of the times I've been waiting just so they don't jump over, but I wanted to get my offense started against Guile of all characters. I didn't want to just give up my offense, but I do catch the jump out right there, and just clean round right here. I just need a little bit more damage, get that buffer light kick into the light DP, and we're looking kind of clean now in this set. As long as we just play patient, don't get too impatient, we can make this happen. And that was something I had initially had in my mind for something I had to do in this matchup, but is those perfect parries on his long range buttons. I think that's going to be a very important thing at high levels once this game comes out, is perfect parrying normals that do a lot of drive gauge damage and just go a very far distance. Like you might not be able to do it on reaction, but there's not much. Oh my god, I can't believe that happened. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this round, but I'm just gonna finish my point. There's not much risk to doing the drive parry. It's only a little bit of drive gauge, but there is the possibility you can get a perfect parry and actually get a punish into some corner carry. Corner carry being very important. Sobot into the crouch medium punch. This game is kind of slipping out of my hands at this point. It was looking pretty good at the start, but I am just getting zoned out. And right when I clicked drive impact, I knew that was not a good drive impact to do. I was supposed to die right there. He finds another opening. I die right there instead. And it might be tied 1-1, but I think the momentum is fully on his side. I have to get something started this round if possible, but the best neutral jump over the stand heavy kick he could have done. The best answer to Juri's best normal, but I saw that he wanted to back up. I dashed up into the DP once I saw that he had jumped. Another DP. Overhead into the combo. I go straight into super. I want the damage. Look at that damage right there. You can spend an extra stock for a little bit of extra damage on her super, but I thought he could probably kill right here, but he didn't go for the EX flash kick. I have a chance. I have one stock. That means I can do the 2 EX bar combo if I find the hit confirm with my stand heavy punch. That's all that's going on in my mind right there. I didn't even need the second part of the combo because that did enough damage. And we're going into match point for me against Nuckledu Dang's Guile in Street Fighter 6. And I know my strategy, it's a little bit scary because it relies on me finding an opening, which isn't too consistent. But oh no, I should not have done that drive impact. That was definitely just like an impatient drive impact that I wanted to just get it over with. I wanted to finish off the set. But I can't do that against a world-class player like Nuckledu. I actually get a combo right there, I think, because it punish countered with the fireball for the extra plus frames. And because I didn't finish that combo, Nuckledu is still living. I go for the feng shui engine. Maybe I can close it out right here. But no, I missed my stand heavy kick. The combo is supposed to be medium kick, stand heavy kick, but I went for a back heavy kick instead, or I got a back heavy kick, and then my crouch fierce didn't hit. I think if that combo hit, it might not have killed, but I would have been in such a good situation that I probably would have won that round. But instead, I am not in the best situation. But the drive impact, finally, I get a reaction on drive impact. I think that's my first reaction of the whole tournament on a drive impact, and it was off a drive rush, so it just looked extra cool. But it's actually a lot easier while you're drive rushing, because while you're drive rushing, you got nothing to do except look at what your opponent's doing. Like, even if you press a button, you press a cancelable button, you can just drive impact back, and it is looking good for me after that drive impact counter against Nuckledu. But he might get something started, and that's why I did a wake up super. I was so scared, and once I saw that drive rush, I just knew there was no way he was not going to start his offense, keep going with that pressure, and I let it rip. And now it's time for another run back, this time one that I lost against Idom in this Juri mirror. I remembered from the last time, one of the reasons I lost the health lead early was because he was going for those crouch medium kick into drive rushes, the 3-bar drive rushes, and I was just too greedy to do that initially, or go for drive rushes in general. I was too stingy with my drive gauge meter. But going into this match, I decided if it's working for him, it might as well work for me as well. But I mean, he's just outplaying me. He's finding all the hits. I'm so close to dying, but the punish counter throw, and that leaves him so close to burnout. And I knew that he did not want to get burned out from blocking buttons, but I knew I should have blocked that EX dive kick. I just didn't need to really play too aggressively right there when he has such little drive gauge left. But I find a punish here. This is a great opening for me. I find the meaty. That's something a lot of players aren't actually doing, is drive rushing in for a meaty. Because you can actually block after the drive rush. So it's basically like you can mix up between block to block the EXDP, or you do a button, or you do a throw. It's just getting a better Oki situation in general, because you can do any button and it's +4 more than it was before. So even your jabs, which are normally minus, they are actually plus once you do the drive rush in on your Oki. All for the low cost bar of 1 drive gauge bar. So not too much actually, and the overhead does take it. We're going into the last round of this first game. Very important to set the mood, set the momentum. Drive rush right in there. Drive rush right in there again until he stops it. I'm gonna keep doing it. It was working for him. I'm gonna do these drive rushes right back. I've just been sticking so many buttons out, and I just want to close it out right here. I go for the feng shui engine. I have 1 more super left. I just need 1 hit into the super. But what a crouch light kick. He knew that I was going to go for the shimmy, and he tries to waste my feng shui engine time, actually, I think. But I didn't realize this at the time, but my feng shui engine did not move during this whole super animation. So I didn't actually realize I still had feng shui timer still, but actually I did. That's kind of crazy. I somehow thought that that was the best choice of anti-air right there. But look at this, the pressure. Now I see that he's burned out, so I go for the drive impact. Idom was just kind of stuck there against all of those long range kick buttons. So I'm feeling pretty good. The strategy is working. I've got a lead. I mean, of course he can do it back, but it's just going to come down to who can play better at the end of the day, make better decisions with their drive gauge and play better neutral. I thought that would be a punish on the heavy store. It was not, but he is burned out right here. Maybe I can try and chase him down a little bit, but again, I was a little bit too impatient. And that's what I mean by Idom was really good about just being patient, getting away. When he was in burnout, I avoided the drive impact right there. Go for the super. He's very close to burnout. That's why I spent the super. It burns half of a drive gauge bar. I go for the meaty because I knew he didn't want to block. If he blocked, he would have been burned out. And then I mashed the DP because why not? Why not? Why not? I'm up a game. If it hits, that's great. If he blocks, that's just weird because he was going for a combo. So, you know, like either he's going to finish his combo or he's going to get hit by this DP is what I was thinking in that situation. And it's just looking so good for me right now. He mashed his buttons because he knew that I was going for the shimmy, or at least he guessed that I was going to do that. I have 2 bars of super. I know that all I need is a stand fierce into the EX into my level 1, and that's is gonna do it for the game. I just need one more clean hit, and that's gonna do it. Crouch medium punch, EX super, and now I'm up 2-0. I mean, at this point, how can I lose? How can I lose? I just need to win one of the next 3 games. That's not even like hard. If we're the same skill, there's only a 1/8 chance that could happen. So very unlikely I will lose if I just play this correctly, if I play it as I have been doing. 2 parries, and then he goes for the EXDP. I was just smiling at that situation. It was such a weird interaction that I was just like, yeah, the EXDP was definitely going to hit me no matter what. I was like, I was pressing a button 100% of the time there, so that was a very smart EXDP from Idom. Crush counter heavy kick right there. I went for the EXDP. I think I just wanted to keep my momentum going, but I realized that was just a mistake right there because Idom was going to be ready for that, a bad DP in a situation like that. And not a punish on the drive reversal. That's why Idom busted out the EXDP, because he knew I would go for a punish, and if I missed, he would just hit with the EXDP. And he actually burns himself out. But right now, I get a little bit impatient. I go for the drive impact because I didn't realize my combo hit. And it's pretty much done because I am burned out, and chip damage is a thing when you're burned out. But I don't want it to go to 2-2. If this goes to match point, I would feel really bad because I feel like I could have closed out that last game if I just played a little bit more patiently. Right here, I just want to play good. Make sure that I'm not doing anything impatient. Using those drive rushes appropriately. Getting my advantages when I can. Got 3 stores right here. He gets his drive rush in. Gets his offense in. I drive rush back. He drive rushes back. Green glowing stuff all over the place. Drive rush into the overhead plus on that. And I just need one good hit into super right now. That's what I'm looking for. EX fireball. DP. I went for DP, but I actually got a forward heavy punch. And I don't know why I did that EX DP. I should have died for sure right there. But as luck would have it, we get put into this situation. I thought the second super would win. Idom said he thought that would chip out. It definitely would not have chipped out. I had so much life. All I had to do was block and be on match point. But, you know, I was so sure that my super would win. That's why I did it. I wasn't even thinking whether I should just block it or not. I thought it would just look cooler if I did the super. But that was just not very smart for me. And now we are in the corner. I find my way out with a jab. I think being able to interrupt with jabs in this game is going to be very important against an opponent walk up. especially because of the reward they get if they throw you, because they have a option to throw loop you, right? So if you allow them the chance to just walk back and walk up and throw loop you, they're just gonna have endless offense on you all the time. But you're gonna have to be ready to check it at least one of the times so they don't just steamroll you. Crush counter, heavy kick. He actually back rolled so he couldn't punish. I check his dash. It's looking good for me. I have him in the corner. DP. Have him in the corner again. Missed my super input. Jab. He thought that was a throw. Still have him in the corner. The corner is so bad for him. He's burned out now. DP again. I'm not too impatient with my drive impact. He thought that I would drive impact right there. I'm not just going to do it because I know Idom has reactions. All I got to do is play good while he's burned out. Wait for him to make mistakes. But I just need one more good hit. He's got the super. And I was feeling a little bit bad right there because I knew I could have closed out with a drive rush maybe into some pressure, but he found the hit, the crouch medium kick. I'm so close to burnout. I'm burned out right now because of that string from Idom. He's close to burnout too. I get the jump leg kick, don't get the combo. He could have killed me right there. And this is anyone's game, and somehow by luck, by a stroke of luck, my stand heavy kick finds the mark and we find ourselves in grand finals against Punk. For those of you that don't know, Punk is arguably the greatest player of Street Fighter V. And he's in that conversation because of his consistency at so many points in Street Fighter V's history. In his breakout year in 2017, he got first place at 3 of the biggest tournaments in a row, winning $150,000 at the E-League Invitational, and he got second place at the next 2, including Evo 2017, where he only lost to Tokido. And he's continued to dominate throughout the course of Street Fighter V, first place in 2019, qualifying for Capcom Cup in 2023 as well. And in order to win this tournament, win that nice laptop, I have to take not 1 but 2 3 out of 5 sets over Punk in this new Street Fighter game. The goal was clear. All I had to do was win this last match of the tournament. I had taken down a lot of people on the way. It was a long road to get here, but this was the final person I had to beat to win the first Street Fighter 6 offline invitational there ever will be. And from what I've learned from Idom, from our set, I'm just abusing that drive rush. I'm getting in there. It doesn't matter that I only have 2 bars left because I'm going to get those back. As you can see, I have 3 bars right away again and the health lead. The drive gauge is going to build itself back. The health is not. And I get the whiff punish right there. I'm going to spend the super. It's not going to kill, but at that time, I'm going to build some more drive gauge. I'm going to make him block a little bit. Just need one more good hit right here. He's got some offense started, but it's not going to be enough. I drive rush in right there with the throw. So the strategy is working. I've got the first round. Even though I'm in the loser's bracket, you know, if I can get the lead, having to win a second set doesn't matter too much. I got 1 stock. That means I go for the combo. 2 EXs. I'm trying to build a little bit back. I'm not sure if that punished or not because it didn't say punish counter. But actually that parry that I did was a mistake. I thought he was going to do a forward heavy punch after the jab. So I tried to parry, but he went for the throw, getting the punish counter throw right there on my parry. Misses the DP. And because of that, I'm going to get some time to build up my drive gauge back and get him cornered. He thought that I would throw right here, and instead I go for the meaty. He probably try to backdash or jump, and I'm able to close out the first game. So I drive rush in right there at the start of the second game. He does interrupt the second one, so he is awake. He knows the answer. This isn't going to be as easy as just spamming drive rush. You know, this is not going to be that easy to win that laptop. Go for an overhead. If it hits, I get plus frames. If it gets blocked on drive rush, I get plus frames too. But he's going into that crouch medium kick Tari combo. The new Tari combo that Luke has is hit confirmable. And I mean, I'm just trying to close out with all the damage I can. Go for the overhead right here. Just need one more light kick to do it. but he finds a crouch medium kick. He is burned out right here though. Can I close it out right here? I just need one more chip sequence right here. And because of that, Punk tried to react to the next drive rush with a super or any special attack that I did with a super, but I just jumped. I'm not sure why I jumped. Maybe I tried to do a dive kick, but either way, Punk got baited. I'm gonna just say that I baited the super. I knew he was gonna do that one. EX flash knuckle, heavy flash knuckle, charge up flash knuckle. You can't charge up the flash knuckle because you're gonna eat a drive impact. I saw that one coming, and man, the drive rushes are just coming in. And that's going to be it with the feng shui engine. 2-0 straight off the bat. And I mean, now I just need to win one of the next 3 games so I can kind of ease off the gas a little bit. Even if I lose this game, I still have 2 more to win and then it'll be reset. Like, honestly, losses don't matter here unless I lose the next 3. That's what I'm kind of thinking right here. So I can take this game at least to learn. If I end up losing, of course I don't want to lose. I want to just win the set. But anything that he's doing right now, I can take as some information. He's starting to forward heavy punch a little bit more. I go for the parry that time, miss it. And the hit confirms. I've got to watch out for those crouch medium kicks a little bit more. He's also been getting drive rushes off of those. And those have been going into a lot of damage. And because I went for the parry that time, he missed his hit confirm or like accidentally confirmed the crouch medium kick because it's not like a animation you're used to. At least not coming from Street Fighter 5. And now this round, I got a drive rush. I actually could have killed without spending super there. Now that I'm looking at it, I could have spent the 2 EX bar combo, I'm pretty sure, and just killed without the super. But I did it to be safe. Maybe with the drive rush scaling, I did need the super, but I'm not too sure. Can't be too sure on damage calculations right here, but something Punk started doing here in this set was punishing my stand heavy kick because it's such a good button from Juri, and the fact that normals do drive gauge damage means that anytime I press heavy kick and you block, you don't parry, you don't jump, you don't backdash, you don't drive impact, I am getting an advantage just by pressing a button. But Punk does drive rush in, adapting a little bit to using that drive rush a little bit more, and he takes that first game for himself. But I'm just trying to close it out. I just need one more game. Let's close it out here. Don't stress myself out too much for that last game. I want to just close out the set nice and easy, nice and easy. Stand heavy kick, wait a little bit so I don't get baited too easily into doing it, especially not while he's in the corner where he has no backdash to make it make a hard read or make an easier read, I should say. We find a jab, interrupt right there. EXDP, I could have blocked, but of course I was going for the pressure. And now we're stuck at a pretty even amount of life. It's incredibly tense, but he's the one that finds a crouch medium kick drive rush, and he finds his way in and finds the kill with the 1 bar super from Luke. That is his Street Fighter 5 V-Trigger 1. They converted it into his level 1 super in this game. I've got 2 stocks, gonna get a third one right here. Got a 2 bar super with that feng shui engine. It's looking really good for me in this round. I actually might not want to spend too much of my super meter because it's going to carry over to the next round if I can save it. So at this point, I've got such a big health lead. I'm just thinking, can I get 1 stock and then find the 2 EX bar combo? Or maybe just get some throws. At this point, let's just go for another throw. And you know that throw loop is a thing in Street Fighter 6. I'm not sure if I like throw loops being in the game. But for now, I think it makes sense. Making the corner super scary to be in, and I'm not honestly sure how they would change it to make sense with all the drive stuff going on to take throw loops away. But yeah, I'm not sure if I like the looping vortex of throw loops. Either way, I've got him stuck in the corner here. Punk just could not help himself from jumping over the fireball because he was so scared of it. I don't blame him. Juri's fireball in this game is incredibly cheap, especially the fact that there's so many ways you can play around it. You can drive rush overhead, you can jump. but he finds his level 3. He's found a ticket back into the round. I do have 1 super meter and 1 EX. I played patient right there. No shimmy from Punk. If he went for a shimmy and I teched right there, I was going to lose. So I just wanted to take the throw back up, but he can kill right here or come close, I think. But he misses his combo and I go for max damage and we reset the bracket. We're both in losers bracket now. We've both lost a set. Now whoever wins this next 3 out of 5 set, they are the winner of the tournament and the laptop. So we go straight back into drive rushing at each other. I go for the jump. Punk said after the set he was doing medium DP. I think if he did light DP, then it would have actually anti-aired. I'm not sure if his light DP is air invincible in this game though, because I know it is in Street Fighter 5 and I would assume it is in this game, but I'm not actually sure if it is. But either way, medium DP did whiff right there. And look at the damage differential right here. I have such a big health lead, and after doing all this like little chip damage, I just need 1 more good hit pretty much. Well, that's not going to kill, obviously. He has so much life left, but it's going to come very close. Now I just need a couple more good hits. A DP. A couple fireballs maybe. A throw? A throw would definitely kill. I go for a shimmy here. And Punk just with the best interrupt. Showing off why he is such a solid Street Fighter player. His defense right there was impeccable. He saw me going for the pressure. And he didn't let me just walk up and walk back. He actively pressed a button. Active defense is very important in any Street Fighter game, I would say. Going for a tick throw right there. Drive impact, my first one of the set. I knew Punk wouldn't be ready for the first one. Now we get the jump over, and this round should be pretty much mine. I go for the shimmy. That's going to do it for the round. But the bracket is reset. I don't have a lead anymore. I do not want to lose this game. That would be pretty unlucky. Well, not unlucky because, you know, it's kind of based on skill. But, of course, I don't want to lose this game. Be down for the first time in the set, actually, if I lose this game. Mentally, that would be a little bit hard. I walk back to avoid the throw. Get a little bit of a shimmy right there. Stand fierce fireball. I go for the feng shui engine. Try and bait out a drive reversal. It doesn't come from him. He knows he needs to wait for the dash to actually go for the drive reversal. Go for a combo right there. I'm looking for another hit. A little bit ballsy from him to DP right there. But he's going to go into the C and A, and I think this does actually kill. No, it doesn't. But I'm so close to dying. And I go for the drive impact. EX Fireball actually kills me because I did not have the life to take it. But actually, EX Fireball, I'm pretty sure, makes it so that he can recover in time to actually drive impact back. So either way, even if I did have enough life, I'm pretty sure I was dead there. I tried to go for a punish there, but that actually isn't a punish in this game. But I think it is in Street Fighter 5. I'm not sure what the charged light flash knuckle is in this game on block. It might actually be safe. Because of the fact that you can drive impact and punish, I think that would actually make sense if it were safe. Either way, this round is not looking good for me at all. I've gotta make something happen. I've gotta just pull myself together because, oh man, he is 1 game and 1 round up now. If he wins this next round, he's going to be 2-0 up, and that is just not a lead that I can really come back from. But I find a punish right here. Go for a shimmy. He doesn't bite. He goes for the jab. Finds a whiff punish there. The whiff punishes have been coming in strong. Actually, during the match, it felt like he was whiff punishing more than it does watching it. But during the match, it felt like every single stand heavy kick was getting whiff punished. Finally find the parry on that. Can't let Luke get away with infinite pressure now that forward heavy punch is +1 on block. And I go for the feng shui engine for the corner carry because the corner is so important. Go for a throw. Go for a throw. He techs. Need 1 more good hit. Get the light kick, and that's going to go into my combo. And it's going to be 1 round apiece for this game. If I can win this, I can tie it up. If I lose, I might be out of it because it's going to be 2-0 Punk. He's got full super, but I find the crouch medium kick drive rush. I can get something started right here. 4 drive gauge bars, 1 stock, 1 super meter. Man, there are a lot of resources in this game to talk about, but each one is so important to dictating the flow of the game. And I don't want to get too antsy with the drive rush because I know that he's been looking for it with his jabs. And that's just going to go straight into a level 3, into taking away a lot of my drive gauge. But I do sneak one in right there. I sneak in another one. He gets counter hit into the feng shui engine. I go for an overhead. I was hoping that would actually get a trade combo. I go for the drive impact. I actually don't think I meant to do that drive impact. I think that came out on accident, but I was able to convert on that one. But I think that drive impact was actually not too good of a drive impact to do because it was so risky. So 1 game apiece at this point. Now it is essentially a best of 3 set if you ignore all of the other scores. We're just playing a 2 out of 3 with a lot of information now of how we play. I know that he's trying to whiff punish my stand heavy kick a lot. He knows I'm trying to drive rush in a lot. He knows a lot about the ways I try and approach my offense and defense. But right now I have found my way in. I've got pretty much full gauge, and 1 more good hit into the super is going to do it. And I'm just looking for a crouch medium kick into drive rush. Even if it's blocked, like, I'll still have 3 drive gauge bars, so it's not too big of a risk. But it is a risk to get hit in that situation. I back off. I don't want to get hit too much more. And now we drive rush in on the back of that fireball. We block a little bit more. We don't want to get hit with that crouch medium kick into drive rush. Punk also doesn't want to commit to it because that would just put him really close to burnout if it got blocked. I find the crouch medium kick into the EX and I take the lead in this reset bracket. The stand heavy kicks are working out. I'm trying to space them out a little bit more now that he's been whiff punishing them a lot. And that's going to be a big combo right there. If I can find another one, but actually Punk interrupts his way out. He's got a tackle and he baited out the EXDP. I was just feeling the momentum a little bit too much there, and he read me completely, but I still just need 1 more good hit. If that stand heavy kick actually came out as it was supposed to, I think it would have gone into the level 1 into the kill. But actually I got a back heavy kick and instead I got interrupted on my next turn. And we are tied up. Going to be a very important game for the momentum. It's been such a back and forth set, and it's not a great start for me so far. I blocked the overhead. Try and jump out. I actually do get the jump out because Punk tried to air me, and he was a little bit late on that jump. Medium punch into the air flash knuckle, and I see that he's actually trying to backdash away from the stand heavy kicks, so I went for that dash right there. Try to catch something, but I think if I drive rushed it, I might have been able to punish the backdash that he was doing against the stand heavy kick. Now I'm going for the jabs on defense. He went for the shimmy, and it's anyone's game right here. I'm so close to CA. I am trying to save the meter here, I think, for the CA. Well, I do spend a level 1 here because it's going to do so much damage. It is unscaled. I've got a feng shui engine, but oh, he could have comboed into probably death. I've got 1 stock. If I can find a confirm into the EX combo, but he cancels into the charged light flash knuckle, and I saw that anything he canceled into at that point, I was going to be able to drive impact and get a punish drive impact, and that puts me up 2-1. And now we just need 1 more game to take it. 1 more game. We bust out the offense with a drive rush. He baits my stand heavy kick, misses his combo. I drive impact, a great drive impact if I say so myself, because it looked like I just missed the punish, but then, oh no, here comes a drive impact, and he gets wall splatted. But here we are. I didn't actually realize how much drive gauge I had already used, and because of that, meter mismanagement, drive gauge mismanagement. I'm burned out, and this is just not a great place to be. I just kind of got mauled because I didn't run away as well after getting burned out. But here I am, drive rushing in. Misses interrupt, did Punk. Drive rushing back in. If he missed it once, he's not going to want to go for it again. I'm going to just keep drive rushing. You're scared off by the first counter hit, which it is a correct answer, but if it didn't work, he's not going to want to get counter hit again. And I went for the cross medium kick. He also went for the cross medium kick. He gets the throw. I took it because I did not want to get shimmied right there. I jump out. And I just need one more hit. I just need one more hit to go into match point. But he's going to go into the CA. No, he missed his combo. I just need to chip him out. I jump. I go for the EX dive kick. I'm actually not sure if that would have chipped. And if that didn't chip, I definitely would have died because he would have gotten the jab into the CA. Would have been dead for sure. But either way, we are at match point. Parry. Perfect parry. He tried to drive rush right there. I think he wasn't sure if it was worth it maybe, so he didn't actually go for it. But I go for the full damage right here. I think just getting the lead early in this game is good because it's really not about closing out the round to avoid V-triggers like Street Fighter 5. You're just trying to kill your opponent. And that was actually an accidental perfect parry. I tried to parry into drive rush and the parry just timed itself into being a perfect parry. So that just felt like I was supposed to win this round, and I ended up just missing my extension right there on the throw. I didn't walk far forward enough, and I missed my shimmy. If I just paid attention a little bit more, stand fierce into the shimmy would have been death for sure. But now all we need to do is avoid that hit from Punk, but that is not such an easy thing to do because any hit is going to go into that level 3. And he actually finds the whiff punish on my second medium kick, and that is going to be it. We're tied up 2-2. This tournament has been crazy, and it's going to go down to the final game. We're playing as much Street Fighter 6 as possible. Maximum excitement. In the last game, I mean, there's not much I can do but use everything I've learned. The drive rushes, the combos. And I'm sure Punk is also doing the same. I go for the buffer. And I have the corner to myself. Drive rush right in there. Throw. Drive rush. He jabs me out of there. He goes for the back throw. For some reason, I didn't tech it or try to jump away. I didn't want to get hit. But this might not be such a great situation. But I find a crouch medium kick into drive rush out. Into the super. Get him off of me. And now we're back to neutral. If I can get my full super meter, I'll have the good combo. DP. And I just need one more throw, but the throw doesn't find its mark. Into the shimmy because throw would kill. He does tech. And we are at tournament point. If I can win one of the next 2 rounds, I've done it. But he's got a great start in this round. Got me in the corner already. Getting your opponent to the corner is so good in this game, but I find the back throw just like he did the last round. Getting a little bit of inspiration from him. He finds a whiff punish. I was a little bit anti doing that stand heavy kick. I just wanted to press it to get him to block it. I go for it again. He takes advantage of my negative frames. He doesn't spend the super. He's saving it for the next round. I try to drive rush in. He interrupts it, and the drive impact comes in. Nothing I could do there. It would have been an EXDP. I didn't have the life to drive impact it back. I think I actually could have parried it. That was probably the only answer, but no time to think about that. I've got to win this round. Feng Shui engine, try and get the early corner, get the early health lead. If I can find a good hit right here, it'll probably be a life lead that he can't come back from. 50% life left for him. He's got 3 bars though. If he can find a good hit and then save his 3 bars, then he might be able to come back. I'm sure that's what he's thinking right now. He definitely doesn't think that he's out of it. I try to find a whiff punish. Don't find it right there. Drive rush there. Go for a shimmy, but he doesn't bite. Finds the cross medium kick. He was so patient waiting for it. He goes for the throw. He's still got 3 bars on deck, and at this point it's so scary because a good combo actually might kill with that 3-bar super. But I find the crouch medium kick. This combo is not going to kill. Even level 2, I can't actually get that much damage off of it. But I actually burned myself out, and the throw does it. The final crazy setup. As soon as I threw out this fireball, I saw the range and it just seemed perfect that I would be able to drive rush in and get the throw. And even though I had to burn out to do it, it just seemed like such a good opportunity. I couldn't pass it by. If he teched this, I probably would have lost, to be honest. He had full super, he had 4 drive gauge bars, and I was burned out with not actually that much life when you think about how much his CA does. But I do end up winning. It was such a close set. I had so many close sets that went down to the last game, to the last round even. Honestly, such a fun tournament to be involved in, especially since the game is so fresh. It's about to come out in 2 months. It's going to be so fun when it actually does come out. I'm just going to end it with this shot right here. I feel like this is super sick. Me playing Punk, it just says fight on the screen with a brand new Street Fighter title. And yeah, that is the story of how I won the very first Street Fighter 6 offline tournament, offline invitational. Let me know in the comments what you thought of my matches, what you think of Street Fighter 6 in general. Leave a like down below, helps this video out a lot, and subscribe to the channel, helps this channel out a lot. If you hit that red subscribe button, 70% of you are not subscribed, and I will see you in the next one.